guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is AMARINS. I'm a professional violinist and I started playing the violin at age 2. These days I guest lead orchestras and I have a string quartet, the Barbican String Quartet. Today we're going to be talking about how to make scales more fun and more interesting so that you don't get bored. Hope you enjoy! My first tip would be to make everything a challenge. If you've seen some of my other videos, you'll know that I love challenges. So I would make the scale a game. So first of all, I would see how slow I can play each note. So maybe count with me. 11? Let's say that was 11. So I would want to be listening to the overtones, the sound. If I keep a consistent, clear sound throughout the whole bow, and I can do that on any note, you know, the higher it gets, maybe the harder it is. And you want to think about pressure in your left hand, pressure and weight in your right hand, or in arms and back, and so many things. Another game you could play would be to speed everything up to see how quickly you can play your scale, but without any kind of hiccups or falls. It was a bit out of tune, but pretty alright. I've always been worse on the return than going up. Let me know below if you also have that problem. Yeah, what else could you do? One that I could probably do with very well is to make sure that I start vibrato at the beginning of each note. So because I have a tendency to start my vibrato after I play the note, which is very bad. Well, sometimes it's nice for expression, but you should be able to start it from the beginning. So yeah, generally I would just make it a game. I would make it, you know, fun to be listening to things and a challenge for yourself, because, you know, why are we in this business anyway if not to challenge ourselves? It's not for the money. Anyway, that's tip number 1. Make it a challenge and make it a game. Let's have a little coffee before we continue with our scales. Can't play scales all day, can we? Can we? Cheers, you guys. So my second tip would be that you can use your scales to have a little moment to yourself. Why I really like playing scales is because in music and in all the other things that I play, I'm always focusing on so many different things, you know, the musical intention, the phrasing, the sound, what other people are going to be playing, you know, when practicing or rehearsing. You don't always have time to think about all the technical elements that you want to improve. So what I really like about scales is that it just gives me a minute for myself to, you know, listen to the sound or feel the weight of the bow in my hand, or, you know, feel my left hand work on my vibrato, on the way that the fingers touch the fingerboard. There are just so many things that you could focus on. And scales are great for that, just because you don't have to have the musical element. On the other hand, you can make them also more musical. So my old teacher, David Takano, he gave me this chart of the different emotions. And I remember one lesson he said, you know, play a scale in D flat major, very sad, or, you know, something like that. So what you could do is start to associate the different feelings and different sounds with the different scales, and therefore yeah, try and work on broadening your range of emotions and feelings that you can project. Let me know what you think about that. Which one do you prefer, and are you someone more that the emotion comes easily to, and that you find it easy to express yourself, but you don't always focus on the technical elements as much as you should? Or is it the other way around, and maybe then should you be spending more time during your scales focusing on emotions? Yeah, let me know below. I'd be curious to hear. So hard for me singing and playing a scale at the same time. Another silly trick could be, let me see if I can do this while holding my violin. If you're a yoga person, let's see. Woo-hoo-hoo. So anyway, you could do anything to make your life harder and to distract yourself from the fact that you're actually practicing scales. So my last tip of this video is, if you're trying to play something over and over and you're trying to repeat a passage or a scale or a long note over and over, one trick I use a lot is to think of different body parts while I'm doing it. So I'm not just counting the number of times, so I'm just starting to think of my big toe. Then my second toe. Then my earlobe. And that way you can really get into the music while not just focusing on how many times you've done something. Anyway, I don't know if this helps you. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and go check out some of my other videos. I do vlogs as well. And yeah, if you've enjoyed this, please subscribe, because it always helps me grow my channel. I'm a very small little YouTuber, but I enjoy doing these videos. So I hope you've enjoyed this too, and hope to see you next time. Bye!